Once in a while on the web, you will see things purporting to be evidence of time travel. This is the only thing I've ever seen that makes me believe that there's, like, one day we will just give up on grammar completely. This is the most compelling evidence of time travel. This is written 2.5 million years ago. This is when I visited Roman times. I'm not sure about the date exactly, but yeah, I went over a bunch of my trip to Roman times. This is when I consulted with Abe Lincoln in the spring of 1860. I hate to do this, but my time travels would not be possible without a word from my sponsors who graciously sponsored my time traveling adventures. So, for the makers of the Swiss Army knife, I'm sponsored by the people who make Swiss Army cologne. It is a universal lubricant. It's bursting with pheromones. Gets out the tough stains. It uses a paint thinner and a blood thinner as well. It's a low-calorie sweetener for coffee. That is the Swiss Army cologne. Also kills the germs that cause plaque. There's one rule in time travel, pretty much don't touch anything. You can't kill anybody. It upsets the timeline. It creates alternate realities. Harold Lloyd in the film Safety Last. You monkey with the timeline. Look at that. Digital clock, you've killed Harold Lloyd! Killed Harold Lloyd. You did it. It's called the butterfly effect. That's what happens when you mess with things back in time. This is where I created Self-Defense or Time Travelers. This is largely a mix of nonviolent resolution options that you have to say. Ancient Egypt. Very interesting fact. A lot of people don't necessarily know this, but in ancient Egypt, people were not yet three-dimensional. They were flat, which makes it easy for you to fight them. Basically, let's say you're confronted by one of the ancient Egyptians. You just let them get very close, kick them in the knee, which is very vulnerable, fold them up, take them home. They might curse a little bit, it's fine, totally fine. You're like, Mike, where can we practice? This is crazy. Where would you practice? How would you do it? Go to any movie theater with these big pop-up displays. You fight them, just fold them up, take them home. You're prepared for your trip to ancient Egypt. This is kind of serious. The greaser killed two of my men, two of my crew. So this is personal with the greaser. Don't grab them by the hair, they're very slippery. If you go back in time to the 50s and you got tangled with the greaser, don't grab them by the hair. I will say this, one thing that the average greaser from the 50s loved more than rumbling, fighting, they loved doo-wop. So there's a chance if they're coming at you with the blade, you can kind of distract them a little and make a friend, where let's say he's coming at you with a knife. You go like this, hoo-ah, doo-wop, and they'll join in with you, doo-wop stuff, and you've made a friend, you don't have to fight. Let's just say you have to fight. Let's say it comes down to that. You gotta throw down with the greaser. Look at my moves here. Right here, let them get close, you grab the knife, pow, down for the count. Like I said, don't grab them by the hair, they're very slippery, they're greasy. Where do you practice? Where would you practice fighting a greaser? You look like a greaser, where would you go, man? Where would you go fight one of these guys? Jersey, good guess, yes. Yeah, I want you on my crew. Yeah, co-pilot. Thank you very much. Any high school production of Grease, they're going to be getting community theater.